Rolex was a company founded in 1905. By 1908, the trademark Rolex was registered. Now, in recent years, the market has been flooded with replica Rolex watches. All the more reason to know your Rolexes. Ask the customer a few qualifying questions about the watch. The customer should be able to paint a nice picture about it. People who own luxury watches should know a bit of history on the watch. When was the last time you spent $5,000 and didn't know much about what you were buying? Ask for the original papers. Designer watchmakers take pride in their work and often include a certificate or paper with the watch's details and serial number. If they have said paper, that's a good sign. But don't stop there. Compare the watch's details to the information on the paper. The paper should have a serial number that matches the one on the watch. Be sure to find your watch's serial number. Not sure where to find the serial number? Your best and quickest resource to find this information would be a quick Google search. If you find a serial number on the watch or on the papers the customer has provided, you can use a really handy website to determine if the watch is a counterfeit very quickly. Watch Certification Services of America is a website that contains a database of flagged serial numbers that are counterfeit. You should always check a serial number against this database. Get with your store manager or store director to use this website. Next, ask for the box it came in when purchased. Most watchmakers don't hesitate to provide their brand box to protect the watch to take home. If there was no box provided or it was lost, no problem. This is just one part of the process. Examine the watch. Check the letters and numbers on the face of the watch. Make sure they're crisp and can be read clearly. Look for sharp corners and alignment problems. Alarm bells should go off if you see bleeding on the letters, fuzziness on the outside of the letters, etc. Then let's look at the logo. The ballpoints on a real Rolex should be spherical and have a 3D effect. Now let's look at the date display. When looking straight on, the number should take up almost all of the Cyclops lens or magnification lens. Rolex uses a 2.5 times magnification, while counterfeits typically use 1.5 times or less. Also, check the bezel. Real Rolexes only move counterclockwise, never both ways. Let's watch the motion as the second hand moves. It should move in a motion of 8 steps per second, which looks like a continuous movement. It should not move in 1 second steps. On the inner rim of the dial, the word Rolex should be engraved. If it's printed in ink, it's a counterfeit. Engraved on the bottom of the glass should be a Rolex crown. With your jeweler's loupe, hold the watch so a bright light is reflecting sideways against the crystal. This crown shouldn't be visible when looking at the watch straight on without magnification. You can also try the beading test. Just place a couple of droplets of water on the glass. It should bead, since Rolex uses crystals made from sapphire. From this view, there should be a slight greenish tint that's visible along the surface of the crystal. Rolex makes their crystals from sapphire. Counterfeits usually use a mineral crystal that gives off a violet or purplish tint. Check the clasp. It should have a Rolex crown on it. The emblem should look crisp and clear. The ballpoint should be round and distinct from the stems. Also, check the inside of the clasp. There should be a stamp that's clean and easy to read. Make sure it's stamped with either 750 or 18K. A real Rolex will be stamped with their name on the back inside. The engraved text and numbers should be clean and clear. Have your store director or manager remove the strap and run the serial number through the Watch Certifications of America, the WCSA website. As always, Google is your friend and a great resource. Compare images of authentic watches to the watch in front of you. Take notes on the details when comparing the two watches. Check the basics. Ask questions about the timepiece. The customer should be able to paint you a picture about the watch. Ask for papers and the box the watch came in. Check the dial. Is the logo perfect? Do the numerals look raised or out of place? Use Google to compare large images of the watch online to the watch in front of you. Check the case, crown, and strap. Does the watch have the right weight? Is the strap solid? Does the strap feel cheap? Does the strap click together nicely? Check the complications. Are they the right complications for the type of watch? Does the date snap over after 24 hours? Use this checklist to guide through the decision-making process, and you'll never take another fake watch again, hopefully. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.